Melegnano is a city a few kilometers away from Milan, crossed by the river Lambro, with a population of 17,000 inhabitants. The first mention of Melegnano dates back to 333 AD. The Itinerarium Burdigalense cites a station used to change horses called Mutatio ad Nonum between Milan and Piacenza. The name Melegnano is supposed to come from this locality ad Emilium Nonum, 9 miles away from Milan. After the Langobardic period, the Battle of Melegnano in 590 marked the beginning of the Franks' domination, who organized a solid ring. During the 8th and the 9th centuries, Melegnano was absorbed in the Conti of Milan, one of the most important and bigger feuds of Italy. In the meantime, in the country castles were built by lords, bishops and nobles, and also Melegnano had his own castle from the 13th century. The castle of Melegnano was a solid fortress on the road for Milan, so it had a strategic importance. In 1385, with Bernabo Visconti, the castle acquired the actual appearance, a square building with height corner towers and 4 sections surrounding a central court. During the Duchy of Francesco Sforza II, in 1532 Melegnano became a marquisate of Gian Giacomo Medici. The brother of the Marquis, Giovanni Angelo, became Pope with the name Pius IV and is remembered for the granting of the Indulgence on the 20th January 1563. Still today, each year in the Easter period, the city celebrates the Feast of Forgiveness, the anniversary of the 1563 Indulgence. The municipal palace, that have hosted since the end of the 15th century the gatherings of the community delegates, was property of the noble Bescape family up to 1590, when the municipality turned it into the town hall. The most ancient part of the building is the one with the Gothic porch and the finely decorated terracotta windows. The Church of St. John the Baptist is mentioned for the first time in a document of 1398. The simple terracotta facade contrasts with the Baroque stuccos decorating the naves and the side chapels. Sculptures by Vitaliano Marchini decorate the facade, the gardens and the interior of the church. The organ, already documented in the 15th century, was built in the 19th century by the Sorassi family. The St. Roch Church was built in the middle of the 16th century. The late Baroque facade has a central mosaic representing St. Roch. The interior has only one nave, with an 18th century wooden choir. The Church of St. Mary of the Servants was consecrated in 1593 and was part of the convent of the Order of Friar Servants of Mary. After the simple brick facade, the interior has one nave, with a choir and side chapels decorated with frescoes realized by the painter Guizzoli of Milan. In Vittoria Square towers the First World War Memorial. The marble group by the sculptor Giuseppe Mozzanica, inaugurated in 1929, represents the victorious Italy with a fallen soldier at her feet. Two more recent lateral stones are dedicated to the unknown soldier and the dead of the Italian resistance. The ossuary, realized by the sculptor Donato Barcaglia, contains in its base the mortal remains of French and Austrian soldiers dead in the Battle of the 8th of June 1859, during the Italian Wars for the Independence. The woman with the torch is the symbol of freedom, and the crowned one at her feet is Italy, who worships the conquered freedom. Melegnano, after the coming of the French in Italy, was the field of the epic Battle of the Giants, fought on 13th and 14th September 1515 between a coalition of French and Venetians and the Swiss army with the Habsburg, who had the control of the Duchy of Milan. The Swiss were defeated by the French artillery, joined by the Venetian forces.